Hi, I'm Sonny, and you're watching the Kerrang podcast.
The Kerrang podcast, Sonny. Thank you very much for popping in. Can you tell us first a little bit about what you're doing in this country at the moment?
I came over to open for Chiodos, and I'm just doing a DJ set now, just because the label decided that they wanted to wait after I had like a release, my EP, out before I came over with the whole band, because it's pretty expensive to come over here.
Sure.
So I just bought my own plane ticket, and I didn't want to cancel the shows, because I've actually had to cancel out here a couple times, which always sucks to do.
Mm-hmm.
I figure half of the reason people come to see bands play is not only to see them live, but just to physically see them there, and so I feel like if I'm at least there doing something, it's better than nothing.
So what form does your DJ set take? Is it playing other people's songs, dropping in some of your own new ones as well?
Yeah, I'm dropping in a couple of my remixes, and I also do remixes, remixes of my stuff that's unreleased yet. It'll be out on the EP actually, and then also remixes that I've done and mashups that I've done, and then other songs as well. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It's gone over better than I expected, because it's like dance music at a rock show. But I throw in a little bit of Rage Against the Machine at the end, so it's always kind of
dance floor filler.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do people react when you're actually playing the songs? Do you find that they're facing you like a gig, or are you turning into a dance floor kind of experience?
They're facing me like a gig. I mean, there's a few people that are sort of involved in dancing with themselves, but it's mostly like scrunched against the barricade and just I like to play more popular songs, just so people can sing along and stuff like that. So.
All right, tell us a little bit about your own EP that's coming up. The release date on your MySpace says it's, I thought originally it was going to be February, but it's pushed back a bit.
Right, yeah.
So April now?
April 7th.
April 7th, 2009.
Yeah.
How many tracks is it going to be on? It's an EP, right?
Yeah, there are 8 tracks in all. There are 3 songs. One's Gypsy Hook, Copa Face 2, and then Mora. And then Mora was redone in Japanese, and the title is Kaisu, which means ocean water or sea water, basically. And then all the tracks are remixed, so by like Toxic Avenger, Demon Days, Laser Tag, and Dan Senna. So, wow. Like dance remixes and stuff. So.
How do you find sort of rock crowds responding to you kind of taking that more dancey electronic direction?
Good. I feel like I always felt like it was bound to happen, and it's sort of unfolding now. You know what I mean? Like a lot of bands are melding the two and stuff. And I mean, we just did a tour with Inner Party System in the States, and which was perfect for what I'm doing. And like, I feel like it's really crossing over finally. So, and I've always loved dance music and always been making dance music for a long time in my own time. So it's finally nice to see, or to be able to do that in a live element with, other instruments and stuff.
If you could remix anybody's song ever in the history of music, who would you like to get your hands on?
That's a hard one. I mean, of course I could say, the Rolling Stones or the Beatles, because those hard drives are so protected. I've heard of people doing, like mastering for a remaster for a big older band like that, and literally the person that has the hard drives has a briefcase handcuffed to it because they're so sacred. But then remixing tracks like that, like I wouldn't want to ruin it, you know what I mean? So it's pretty easy to remix tracks these days. You can just go online and find the acapella. You just type in acapella, and usually somehow they've leaked it out, And that's all I need anyway. I don't use any of the other music. I just create a whole new track. But I would actually really like to remix that Lady Gaga song, Just Dance.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that one, which is pretty easy to get the acapella to. So
I'd like to see the two of you in a video together.
Me and Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I think that would look pretty exciting.
That would be pretty cool. I actually saw her play in LA. She's playing tonight though too, isn't she?
I'm not sure.
That's what I was told. She's playing here in London tonight. Maybe.
There'll probably be something very exclusive after show where the two of you can bump into each other
and
share some ideas.
I'm a fan of her though. I think it's pop. And it's. I don't want to say cheesy, but it's definitely like party pop. But she writes all that stuff herself, and most of 90% of all that stuff, like they have like ghostwriters and stuff. So it's cool to see, and she actually sings really, really well live. She has a really lovely voice.
Towards the end of last year, 9 Inch Nails released a load of kind of versions of their tracks online, like giving kids the opportunity to download and remix them. Did you have a go?
I didn't actually. I didn't. I mean, I love 9 Inch Nails, but it didn't. I mean, I don't know why. I just haven't gotten around to that, But it's cool that they, that's what I want to do that eventually with my stuff. Give out the stems, or what they're called. Basically, like, you don't give out every track because there could be over 100 tracks in a song, but you give out like drum section, guitar section, bass, synth, vocal, and then people can have the different sections, And
do you think it's the sort of thing now with technology kind of becoming more widely available that there are a lot more kids just in their bedrooms sort of teaching themselves, experimenting, creating new sounds?
Yeah, I mean, before it was like you could have a guitar or a violin or a physical instrument, but now it's like you have programs that create every single instrument you could think of, and I can't wait to see what happens in 10 years when the iPhone has a whole like a DJ program on it where you can produce and remix stuff, which is bound to happen, or whatever, or where they're actually, I'm waiting for like education in schools, like musical education, to actually have, to provide that stuff to kids too, because that would be so cool. As creative as people can be, it's good to give that to them when the opportunity is there.
I think Inner Party System played a gig last year through their iPhones.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that something you'd be
Oh yeah, that's cool. They all had, I guess, different applications that played different instruments on their iPhones, and they all have them plugged in. It was just vocals, and everybody had iPhones. It's sick. It's so cool.
That's the future right there.
Yeah, totally.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much for chatting to Kerrang today. And when will we next get to see you again? When are you back in the country with a full band?
As soon as I can find someone to support, that makes sense. So as soon as possible, we want to get over here and, And plus, I think it's going to be better now that, I just released a bunch of tracks on MySpace. So it's nice to have music out that people can know and perform them, rather than like playing songs that no one knows. Not to say people... not to say it's not going over well, but it's going to be even better, so. Correct.